Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Swati Patil from Motiwala Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital. I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Organ of Medicine and Philosophy. Today, I am here to discuss a topic that is intermittent and alternating disease, which is given in aphorism number 231 to 244. So, I am divided this part in two parts. So, in the first part, we are going to discuss about intermittent and alternating disease, which is given in aphorism number 231 and 232. So, before to start this intermittent and alternating disease, my dear student, I want to ask you one question, that is the intermittent and alternating disease. So, what do you get idea about this intermittent and alternating disease? So, intermittent and alternating disease, so we will see in this one by one. So, Dr. Hahnemann has divided this part in three parts, that is the intermittent disease in 231 and 232 aphorism, that is intermittent and alternating disease, and second is the periodical intermittent disease. So, it is given in 233 and 244 aphorism, and the intermittent fever, that is given in aphorism number 235 to 244. So, the most important part of this discussion is the intermittent fever, which is I am going to discuss in a second part. So, we start with our first part, that is the intermittent and alternating disease. So, my dear students, the intermittent diseases, which is given in aphorism number 231. So, intermittent disease is the disease which reoccur at a certain period. For example, a great variety of non-febrile intermittent condition which reoccur with the interval of febrile condition of a intermittent type. So, the word fever, first I want to discuss with you that what is the fever, that you all know, my dear friends, as you recently passed your second year exam, so your pathology knowledge is fresh. So, what is the fever? What is the pathology of fever? As you know, there is an increase in a rise of temperature, body temperature more than a 98.6 degree temperature Fahrenheit. So, if it is a more than 99 degree temperature, then we consider it as a fever. But fever is a protective mechanism of our body. When it comes, if there are certain disease condition behind it, like malaria, dengue, typhoid, like other disease condition or any infectious diseases. But here the intermittent means what? The word intermittent means what? The disease condition, it comes for several times and again it stops for some time, again there is a recurrence of this disease condition for several times, but it is a several times. It stops for one time and it recurs for several times. So, as for example, we take it as a malarial fever. For example, malarial fever. So, what is a malarial fever? Because of the malarial parasite. So, when there is a shivering, when fever comes, when there is a shivering, that time it means there is a breakage of RBCs in our body. That time there is a shivering, and once this RBCs break, then this malarial parasite comes into our peripheral blood. Means first the stage of fever, there is a shivering, it comes when there is a breakage of RBC, and then when this parasite comes into peripheral blood, then there is a rise of temperature, and likewise there is a stage of fever occurs in our body. This is one example of a malarial fever, and again this malarial fever comes at third day, fifth day, fourth day, and specific this characteristic of this malarial fever is the evening rise of temperature. So likewise this is a fever, we consider it as a fever. So likewise there are different types of fever, the 1 day fever, 3 day fever, 4 day fever, even hourly fever, like in a continuous type of fever which is seen in typhoid and cholera. So these are the different types of fever. So in this intermittent and alternating disease we are going to see how this fever occurs and what is the treatment of this fever homeopathically. So the next part is the intermittent disease. So intermittent disease, which is given in aphorism number 231, that is which reoccurs at a certain time, certain period with a fixed interval. So next is then in this between the period patient is apparently healthy. Like we said that intermittent means what? There is a stoppage of symptom and again there is a recurrence. This time the patient is apparently healthy and there is a increase in a temperature. So maybe maybe hourly, 2 hourly, and the fever comes, and that time we have to take the treatment, and we have to ask to the physician how to take care of this patient, when to administer the medicine, likewise, and we have to see next. Next is the alternating disease, which is given in aphorism number 230. So my dear friends, the word alternating and intermittent are looking like a same, but there is a one small difference in between the alternating and intermittent disease. So in intermittent disease, there is a certain period of a symptom is fixed, or the same set of symptom is there, only the symptom is there, means non-febrile condition reoccur with the febrile condition. But in alternating disease are the disease where the certain syndrome is reoccur with uncertain symptom syndrome of a different kind. That is the alternating disease. Means here there is a involvement of a syndrome. Means a symptom is alternate with a syndrome. That is the alternating disease. And in intermittent disease there is only the set of symptom that is a reoccur with a same set of symptom. That is the intermittent disease. Next we will going to see about the typical, then febrile and afebrile conditions. But now, for now, that is the intermittent and alternating disease. So in aphorism number 232, Dr. Hahnemann has given about this alternating diseases. Here more than two or three states are alternate with each other. Even in aphorism number, in footnote number 127, Dr. Hahnemann has given about the examples of these alternating diseases. So for example, there are so many examples are given in aphorism number 232 and in footnote number 127. So for example, if there is appearance of a leg pain, that time there is a disappearance of a, when disappearance of leg pain, when there is a disappearance of a ophthalmia. Means what? Ophthalmia. This ophthalmia means what? Ophthalmia is a disease condition where there are different symptoms. Means lacrimation is there, redness of eyes is there, then there is a lacrimal discharges are there, so many times. Again headache is there, dimness of vision is there. So see friends, there are set of symptoms are there, means syndrome is there, and there is a one single symptom, that is the arthritic pain, leg pain in leg. The pain in leg may be arthritic, osteoarthritic, rheumatoid arthritis maybe, but symptom is only one, that is very alternate with a syndrome, that is a alternating with this ophthalmia. Means, and again when this ophthalmia appears, the leg pain is disappears. This is the alternating disease. It is not that only the physical symptoms are alternating, but also the mental symptoms are also alternate with each other. For example, if there is a sadness, then there is a alternation of a irritability or excessive joy. If the person is having excessive joy, he eats more. Okay, so likewise there are the symptoms are alternate with each other. Okay, so these are the intermittent and alternating disease. Okay, so next is the treatment of these two diseases. First, we will see that the character of these diseases. These diseases are mostly belong to the chronic diseases, and these are diseases purely of a psoriatic origin. And if it is complicated with the syphilitic, then maybe occasionally they are complicated with the syphilitic myasm. So likewise the treatment is there. So treatment is given in aphorism number 232. So as we said that these are the chronic origin and mostly of a psoriatic origin, and because of a developed psora. So likewise if the case is of a developed psora and purely of psoriatic origin, we have to give the antipsoric treatment. And if it is complicated with the syphilitic myasm, then we have to follow the general instruction to treat the chronic diseases. Then my dear students, tell me about what are the general instruction to treat the chronic diseases. As you know, there is a case taking part is given in aphorism number 83 to 104, right? So we have to take proper case taking. We have to take all data from patients, chief complaints, detail of chief complaint. Then we have to do the mental symptoms. We have to take the mental symptoms from the patient first for that, and after that we have to do clinical examination, analysis, evaluation, and repertorial approach, and after that we finally select one remedy. But it is not enough till that. We have to watch about the follow-up of the patient. We have to go about the sure signs of improvement, and likewise we have to give the treatment to the patient. These are the general instruction to treat the chronic diseases, right? So this is the way to treat the intermittent and alternating diseases. Okay, so let's revise these two parts, that is the intermittent and alternating disease, which is given in aphorism number 231 and 232. So we have seen till now, that is the definition, the characteristics of the intermittent and alternating disease, and the treatment part. Okay, and the examples of this intermittent and alternating disease. So this, we finish with this topic, intermittent and alternating disease. For this you have to go through the 6th edition of Organ of Medicine. You have to go to the aphorism number 231 and 232 and the footnote of this, and also you can refer the book B.K. Sarkar, so that you can fully understood with this topic. So thank you.